Hi, it's the RV Wingman, and welcome to today's podcast. Now, before we start, when you are looking for an honest RV dealer, one who will treat you with respect, one where you will not get ripped off, I hope you'll check out the RV dealers I trust. These RV dealers have been personally vetted by me, and I trust them to take care of you with a competitive price on the best brands of RVs, but more importantly, to stand behind their products and their promises. You can learn more about the RV dealers I trust at rvdealersitrust.com. Put it all together, rvdealersitrust.com.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And welcome, everybody. Glad you could join us. Alan Warren here, the RV Wingman. Pull up a seat around my virtual campfire where we're sitting around talking about RVs and camping and just good old-fashioned fun with some of today's most popular RV influencers.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
Now, today's virtual campfire is brought to you by My Free RV Report. Learn how to save thousands when buying a new RV and avoid being ripped off. Download the most recent RV report at freervreport.com.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the RV Show USA. Glad you're joining me today. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. If you've not yet added your name to our email list, just go to thervshowusa.com. Take about 30 seconds to do. I don't sell your information to anybody. Don't spam you. I connect with you one time a week via email Sunday evening. So again, go to thervshowusa.com. If you like to catch the podcasts of the show, I hope you will. We're available across many of the podcasting platforms, and also on our website, you'll be able to learn how to click over from there. If you're watching the video version of the show, yes, I'm wearing my Halloween shirt. Halloween is not too far into the future, and I'm sort of getting in the trick-or-treat spirit. So a lot going on today in this first segment. We're going to tell you, first off, what is coming up in the program. Artificial intelligence may be playing a big role in how you plan your future RV trips. I've got a husband-wife RV inspection team that is, well, I think that they are worth checking out. They're very, very thorough. They've got a great YouTube channel. I've never met them, but I like them a lot. We've got an old guy that is a cowboy. Yeah, now hang on, he's not an RVer, but he's a cowboy, and he has got some sage advice for us, whether you RV or not. So this is the RV Show USA. I'm the RV Wingman, and here in segment number one, I get kind of serious. Sometimes people think that I'm too serious, but buying an RV is a big deal. It should be a big deal. They are not cheap, and I want you to make the best decisions possible. I have a 24-hour voice mailbox where you can call in and share your dealer experience, your manufacturer experience, good or bad. And I hear from people all over the country. And in this segment, I typically play one, sometimes I'll play more than one voicemail and respond. And the purpose of me doing this is to try and help prevent you from making mistakes that you hear many people have made. What does a mistake feel like? I ask the question all the time. Well, it feels like nothing until it's too late to change it. So I'm going to play one of those phone calls in just a bit. Also received a few emails asking, hey, where's the Wingman wisdom? And so I'll try to add a little bit of Wingman wisdom into this segment, so we need to get rolling. All right, so here Mark from Massachusetts called, and he has a situation that is not, it is not all that uncommon. I don't know the RV dealer that he has had the bad experience with, but listen to this voicemail. Pretend that you're Mark. What did you feel like before you bought your RV, if you're Mark?
Hi, this is Mark calling from Milford, Massachusetts. I'm just leaving a message regarding a very bad experience I had with a dealer named Bradford's RV, or Bradford RV in Brockton, Massachusetts. Again, Bradford RV, Brockton, Massachusetts. I was sold a lemon, lots of problems with the camper, and I had to get a lawyer involved and I was able to, with the lawyer's help, get most of the money back, but not all of it. So I would steer clear away from Bradford's RV in Brockton, Massachusetts, and I've heard a lot of other bad reports from other people that had a lot of problems with that dealer.
Well, Mark, thank you very much for your phone call. I'm sorry about your experience with Bradford's RV. I don't know who they are, but I think Brad is typical of many, many RVers who just go in and they buy an RV and assume everything's going to be right. I want to begin by saying I'm not a lawyer. I don't like doing business with lawyers. Sometimes we are forced to. If you're an RVer, the last resort, your very last resort should be seeking legal help. That's the last thing to do. The first thing to do is to be picky. Slow down. What many of the dealers that I work with, that I recommend, that I trust, tell me is, hey, Wingman, your buyers are smart. They're methodical. They take notes. They have thought the process through. They're not just tire kickers. Your people are smart. I'm suggesting that smart campers make for happy campers. So slow down, take your time. If you're buying a new RV, don't take possession of the RV when things are obviously broken on it already. Once you give the dealer your money, the dynamic changes instantly, and you will no longer get the priority. You may hope you get the priority, but I'm telling you, as Mark found out, he probably didn't, he trusted the dealer too much, is what I'm trying to say. Do a complete, thorough walkthrough inspection before you take possession of it, and require that the dealer makes the RV campground ready before you take possession. Again, slow down and do your homework. If you want help in trying to prevent being a mark, prevent having your face ripped off, so to speak, download my free RV report. I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, there are nuggets of information in there that will save you thousands and thousands of dollars. You can get that free report by going to our website. You can make one click. You get it in 1 minute. Again, I'm not selling anything. I'm trying to help you make the right decisions because I want to see you a happy camper for a long, long time. If you'd like to share your experience, my voicemail, 24-hour voicemail, I want to hear from you. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I will help as many people as I can. Call me. Share your experience like Mark did. 1-330-WINGMAN, 1-330-946-4626 is my 24-hour number. All right, a little bit of Wingman wisdom, if you will. I read all these posts on social media, Facebook and on YouTube, and so many people are just absolutely unhinged, aren't they? I want you to think that if you're like me, this is what happens. I read those posts and my immediate response is, whoa. I mean, they stop me dead in my tracks, not in a good way. It's like, wow, this person is unhinged. There must be more to the backstory. Why is that person? Why do we post things when we are angry? Why do we do that? Is it like scratching an itch? What are we hoping to do? If you're into politics and you're speaking with somebody, if you love Donald Trump and you hate the other side, do you think that by bashing the other side that person's going to go, you know what? I do love Donald Trump after all. Or do you think that if you hate Donald Trump and you complain about him, that a Trump supporter is going to go, you know what, you're right. I hate Donald Trump. Thank you for making me so smart. We don't change minds by yelling, by looking like idiots. And that's my bit of Wingman wisdom. I suggest that before you post, before you drop a comment down below if you're watching the video version of the show, think. If you're emotional, don't send an email to somebody when you're highly emotional. Don't make a buying decision when you're highly emotional. Most of the time when you do, in the future, you're going to go, oh, why did I do that? So, act with respect, have manners. I say that if you wouldn't say that to somebody's face, don't say it on the internet. I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm trying to be the RV wingman. Around this virtual campfire, I try and help you to slow down and think. I wish that I had the knowledge, the wisdom that I now have when I was a young man. I would fly off the handle. Sometimes I still feel the urge to do so. But I want to hope that as we get older, that we learn to have a little bit of restraint, self-discipline, and respect when we're communicating with others. We're not going to change minds by yelling at them, by talking down to them, by telling them that they are stupid. We're not going to do that. We have to figure out another way to communicate, a better way to communicate. And so that's my thoughts when I see these rants and people that are enraged on the internet. I certainly understand it in the climate that we're in, with people divided between political parties, and you're this and that and got to choose a camp. And if you're not in my camp, I hate you. That's the wrong way to be. Think about what it's like when you're in a campground. There's an ambiance when you're in a nice campground, right? Where everybody gets along, even if they're completely different from you. That's what I want to see everywhere. I know it's a dream, but we can all dream, right? All right, we're coming up on a break. I want to tell you that coming up, we've got, a way to make your trip planning easier with AI, and it's coming whether you like it or not. We've got an honest-to-goodness cowboy. An honest-to-goodness cowboy on with us, and he's going to talk about dealing with loss. And this is an important message I think we can all gain something from, and a lot more. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. We're broadcasting on the Salem Radio Network to stations all over the country, including WYCL 1540 AM in Youngstown, Ohio. Yes, we are. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be back right after this.
The Wingman's back on the radio again, and streaming live to his RV and friends, helping you to learn so you won't get burned. He's back on the radio again.
Is your RV gathering dust in your driveway? Sell your RV fast at PPL Motorhomes, now serving Texas, Florida, and Oklahoma. As America's largest RV consignment dealer, we buy and consign thousands of RVs every year. And with used RVs in high demand, we'll make it easy to sell your RV on consignment at a competitive price. Call any one of our 5 RV Supercenter locations and let our RV appraisal experts go to work for you to get the most for your RV and get it sold in no time. In fact, we probably already have a buyer for your RV right now. Our customers are always in the market for quality pre-owned RVs, from the smallest travel trailers all the way to the biggest diesel pushers. Remember, we'll take the hassle out of selling your RV at PPL Motorhomes. Find out how much your motorhome, travel trailer, fifth wheel, or toy hauler is worth right now. Or stop in today at any one of our 5 locations in Texas, Florida, or Oklahoma, and online anytime at pplmotorhomes.com.
Hi, this is Laurel and Pierre from Blue Ox on the Run. Buying and selling an RV can be daunting and stressful. Take some of the stress away by downloading the free RV report. This is an amazing resource to help benefit anyone looking to purchase or sell an RV. This free RV report tool will give you a good foundation of knowledge to avoid making costly mistakes or being taken to the cleaners. Whether you are a first-time RVer or a seasoned RV veteran, the RV Wingman has created the free RV report tool with valuable information that's useful to anyone.
Listen, this free RV report is key to protect your assets. Download the free RV report today and start building your bank of knowledge.
Whether you're buying or selling an RV, my free RV report will save you thousands of dollars and help prevent you from being ripped off. View and download the report now at freervreport.com. freervreport.com. Well, I hope you're enjoying today's show and spending time with us around our virtual campfire. I want to invite you to add your name to my email list, and I'll tell you why. The purpose of this show is to help you make the best decisions possible when you're buying or selling an RV and all the time you own an RV. As the RV Wingman, I want to stay connected with you, and not just once a week on the radio. My once weekly emails will take you less than a minute to read, and I'll give you some thoughts on stories and topics you may not hear us visit about here on the show. We don't sell your info to anyone, and you can unsubscribe at any time. So if you'd like to stay connected, go to thervshowusa.com. It'll take you just a few seconds to do, and while you're there, make sure you download my free RV report, the most updated version of my free RV report, created to save you thousands of dollars when buying or selling an RV. It's all right there at thervshowusa.com.
We are Izzy, MJ, Jason, and our dogs Sierra and Bowser, and we are Endless RVing. We release 3 to 5 videos per week on YouTube and are highly active on Instagram and Facebook as well. Our videos include our travels, DIY videos, RV tours, product reviews, and so much more. We invite you to come along on our journey with us.
You know, MJ and Izzy are some of my favorite folks to follow in the RVing space. This husband-wife team, as MJ said, pretty much does it all. And no one works any harder at producing good content than they do. So yes, Endless RVing is one of my go-to favorites on YouTube, and I invite you to check them out. In the YouTube search bar, type in Endless RVing, or of course, you can link to them from our website at thervshowusa.com. Again, look for the link to MJ and Izzy and Endless RVing. And welcome back to the RV Show USA, everybody. This next segment is going to be sort of out there, and honestly, I'm not so sure I like it, but I am willing to listen with an open mind. We always hear the acronym AI, right? Artificial intelligence. As an old guy who's pretty well, really stuck in his ways, I am very resistant to AI, but I have played around with it a little bit, and parts of it do scare me. But AI is not going away. It's crept into the lives now of RVers, and that is not necessarily a bad thing. Our friend over at RV Lifestyle is caught up with a real computer nerd, and I say that in a positive way, a smart guy who is an actual RVer. And he's developed an AI program that, well, I'll let you determine if you like the concept or not.
Let's start by just sort of explaining how Adventure Genie can simplify the RV trip planning process.
Yep, thanks, Mike. So we look at Adventure Genie as kind of AI meets travel planning. And we've all used these travel planners. In fact, we probably have a whole bunch of them, whether we're as an RVer, whether we're searching for campgrounds or searching for things to do or places to stay or routes, optimal routes to get there. And we probably all have a set of applications on our phone. We have different websites open, and we're trying to sift and sort and bring it all together. That's where AI really shines. And we believe that with Adventure Genie, we kind of make it magical. When we started, we expected that we'd find something like TripAdvisor or Expedia for the RVer, where you'd have an all-in-one solution that would guide you through the planning process. And sadly, we didn't. We found that, there's a sea of applications and lots of data all over the place. And that's where AI really, really, really shines. So what we do is, the more that we learn about you as an individual RVer or a couple or a group and you and your pets, the more that we learn about you and what you like and what you dislike and your preferences and your must-haves, we can customize a trip for you. It really boils down to 3 key things. What do you want to do? How do you want to get there? And where are you going to stay? And we have 3 major components of Adventure Genie that helps you with each one of those.
Well, talk a little bit about how we would use it.
So the typical use case is, a lot of people that are RVing go to the same place every year. They might be snowbirds. They have their location. They might own a place. They might rent a place that's very consistent for them. We're looking at a different type of use case. We're looking at the explorer, the adventurer that wants to try out different experiences. And that's not to say that people that have a more permanent location also don't bop around. We know that's pretty common too. So when you're in the bop around mode, the first thing you might do is say, what are the things out there? What would be a nice location or a group of places to go that would be very RV friendly, that follow a particular theme? For instance, you might say, I want to follow the Bourbon Trail, or I want to follow the NASCAR circuit, or I want to go to the mountains of Utah, or the beaches of the Southeast. Usually on these adventures, people are following a particular theme for a particular trip. Doesn't mean you can't mix and match and mash them up any way that you want. But the first thing we do is we provide users with what we call Genie trips. And they're well-defined itineraries that follow a particular theme and a region of the country. So, for instance, it might be the national parks of the Southwest, and we'd have a Genie trip that says, well, good trip that follows that theme and location would be the big 5 national parks of Utah. So you might start in Moab and go to Arches and Canyonlands, and then maybe to Capitol Reef and Zion and Bryce. And we suggest that you spend 2 days at this location, 3 here. We suggest the order to take them. And we suggest the route, the most optimal route. And of course, we also make suggestions of the things to do. So that's kind of the entry point. Is when you're in browse mode, let me find a cool trip that's following a particular theme. After you do that, when you find something that you like, you say, take this trip. And then we move you into our trip planner. And the trip planner is a whole nother world of opportunities. So we know that and we'll ask you, well, where do you want to start? But because it's AI, we're going to know more, we'll know plenty about you. So we'll know generally, like I live in Bluffton, South Carolina. So by default, my trips would start in Bluffton. But now I need to get out to Utah to go see these 5 national parks out in Utah. So again, through AI, because of what our software knows about me as a user, it's going to know the route that I generally like to take. It may know that if I'm going west, I might like to take a more northerly route. And if I'm coming home, I might want to take a more southerly route. It might know that when I'm going to a destination, that I'd like to kind of stay close to the freeways. I don't really care too much about where I'm staying, easy on, easy off. But when I get there, I have a particular preference. I might like to stay in state parks. I might like something a little bit more luxurious, but it's going to know the types of campgrounds that I would like. It might know that when I'm coming home, I got to power home. Whereas on the way out there, I might have been comfortable with driving 300 miles a day, but on the way home, it knows I got to get back to work and family or whatever, and I'm willing to drive 500 miles a day. So that's where AI starts to work its way in there, the things that it knows about the user, how they like to drive, the way they like to drive, where they like to stay, their amenities. And one key point on as we're building that trip for you, and of course, like you'd always have the ability to tweak it. We just make suggestions. We make recommendations. You may choose to take them, or you may choose to modify them.
Now, this data, Scott, that it gets from you when you sign up for the program, or does it learn as you program in a few trips and remember what you said the last one? Or does it go out and grab the available data from you that's already out there on the internet?
So in an ideal world, down the road, we're never going to have to ask you any questions. We'll just know enough about you, but we don't. Especially for
that's a little scary. I got to say, that's a little scary. Yeah, but still,
it's a little scary, and there has to be a trust factor. And of course, we have all the appropriate security in place that we're not going to share any information, and you could read it all in the terms and conditions and so forth. But it is, I mean, it's eye-opening. You could kind of look at it like the Netflix model. The more that they're watching episodes and movies and shows, the more Netflix is going to learn about what they like and what they don't like. So we'll do something similar. Now, to seed the system, because of course we don't know anything about you, Mike, the first time you come in, and we don't find it out there on the internet or anywhere else. We just know nothing about you. We're going to ask you a few questions, and we're going to have to learn by you telling us your preferences. That's just to get us started. The way we learn over time is we kind of pay attention to what you're doing in the system. So if when you're searching for campgrounds, we see that you're always looking for 30 amp and water and sewer. If you're frequently looking for pet friendly and doggy parks, the more that you filter as you're looking for stuff, the more we'll learn about you. The more eyeball time that you put on a campground, the more we'll learn about you. oh, Mike's been looking at these campgrounds for an average of 15 seconds. Others he quickly dismisses. The ones that you're looking at for a longer period of time, we will then, through machine learning, pull that together and say, what do those campgrounds have in common? And we'll make it easier for you. We'll just know. And that's kind of the way Netflix works. We'll just know based on your browsing habits, based on which campgrounds you add to your trips, based on which trips you take, based on how you're browsing and your filtering and so forth. We'll learn more and more about you.
Another interesting piece from RV Lifestyle and Mike Windland. If you'd like to catch Mike's entire interview with Scott and learn more about Adventure Genie, go to YouTube. In the search bar, just type in RV Lifestyle. And yes, we also have a link to the Windlands and RV Lifestyle from thervshowusa.com.
Hey everybody, it's John and Mercedes from the RV Odd Couple on YouTube.
Is it just me or is the world getting crazier and crazier?
It's not you.
You can't make this stuff up. Just when you think it can't get any more crazy, it does.
We need community now more than ever, you guys.
And we found freedom, independence, and adventure RVing full-time all over the USA.
Along the way, we made a ton of friends and created a massive library of RV tutorials and how-to videos on everything you'd ever need to know to help you in your RV journey.
Yeah, and what not to do, right?
Exactly.
We're also the fearless leaders of the RV Odd Squad.
Go Squad.
An amazing community that loves God, family, and country.
We're now 1,000 members strong who help others and pay it forward every single day.
And we're crazy enough to believe that we can change the world.
We really are.
So come join us, become an RV Odd Squad member today. And as a member, you'll save money, you'll always have a safe place to stay, and you'll never be alone. You'll find all the info and links you need at the RVShowUSA.com.
Well, I hope you're enjoying today's show and spending time with us around our virtual campfire. I want to invite you to add your name to my email list, and I'll tell you why. The purpose of this show is to help you make the best decisions possible when you're buying or selling an RV and all the time you own an RV. As the RV Wingman, I want to stay connected with you, and not just once a week on the radio. My once weekly emails will take you less than a minute to read, and I'll give you some thoughts on stories and topics you may not hear us visit about here on the show. We don't sell your info to anyone, and you can unsubscribe at any time. So if you'd like to stay connected, go to thervshowusa.com. It'll take you just a few seconds to do, and while you're there, make sure you download my free RV report, the most updated version of my free RV report, created to save you thousands of dollars when buying or selling an RV. It's all right there at thervshowusa.com.
Is your RV gathering dust in your driveway? Sell your RV fast at PPL Motorhomes, now serving Texas, Florida, and Oklahoma. As America's largest RV consignment dealer, we buy and consign thousands of RVs every year. And with used RVs in high demand, we'll make it easy to sell your RV on consignment at a competitive price. Call any one of our 5 RV Supercenter locations and let our RV appraisal experts go to work for you to get the most for your RV and get it sold in no time. In fact, we probably already have a buyer for your RV right now. Our customers are always in the market for quality pre-owned RVs, from the smallest travel trailers all the way to the biggest diesel pushers. Remember, we'll take the hassle out of selling your RV at PPL Motorhomes. Find out how much your motorhome, travel trailer, fifth wheel, or toy hauler is worth right now. Or stop in today at any one of our 5 locations in Texas, Florida, or Oklahoma, and online anytime at pplmotorhomes.com.
We are Pierre and Laurel of Blue Ox on the Run. Our mission is to help you protect your RV investment. As the buyer, our detailed RV inspection will help you make an educated purchase decision by giving you the information to negotiate with confidence. We work for you to give you peace of mind.
Our YouTube channel, Blue Ox on the Run, features all our RV inspections, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Other video topics include DIY maintenance, RV modifications and upgrades, tips, tricks, and how-tos. We share with a bit of humor and a lot of sarcasm, but it's always with a smile. If you love RVing, full-time, most time, or part-time, as well as love adventure and travel, come along for the ride with us. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell for our bi-weekly videos. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Blue Ox RV Inspection.
You can also connect with Blue Ox RV Inspections from our site at thervshowusa.com.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And welcome back to our virtual campfire, everybody. Where right now we're gonna introduce you to some new friends of mine who I think you're gonna find most interesting. They're smart and unabashedly honest, and if you are one of their clients, you probably love them. They are RV inspectors, and I'm quite sure that no one is more thorough, more candid, or more, open with their thoughts on RV dealers and RVs in general as they are. They're Laurel and Pierre from Blue Ox RV Inspections, and they're here to tell you what RV dealers don't want you to know.
What the dealers don't want you to know, and the reasons why you need to hire an RV inspector.
Here's the reason to hire an RV inspector.
What is the reason? You tell us, Pierre. What's the reason why we need to hire an RV inspector?
Because we're bored. We don't know what to do. Other than saving your butt from getting into a muddy pit.
That is the reason. To save our customers one RVer at a time. We don't want you to get into a money pit. And we don't want you to be coming back for warranty work. Because guess what? Dealers don't want you to know. But that's another reason why they make money with you. They're going to come back for warranty work.
Okay, what you got to understand is that the dealerships, that's their MO. Meaning, you come back in to fix something, I make money. If you come in here, you buy something, and you hire an inspector, now we got to do this work, and we can't claim warranty work because these are all nitty-gritty little things that they think of, unless it's a pump or unless it's electrical, a roof is caving in. All those little things, we made them correct. The water heater that didn't work on arrival, on inspection, the sealant here, the sealant there, the skylight on the roof that's broken. When they have to fix it, they don't make money. When you get out of there, like we've been told before, and it hits the curb, now it's warranty work. Warranty work. Oh, now we're good.
Of the list. That's where you're going to be.
That's where your trailer is. And that's why you hear those horror stories a lot when people say, no. This time I'm having an inspection because last unit I got, my unit spent more time in the garage in the shop than it spent camping.
You want to go camping, right? You want to travel, right? Then don't sign on the dotted line until you've had your inspection and they have repaired everything the inspector found.
And by the way, if you wonder, well, we're in 2023, 24, whatever, and it's just, why would I have an inspection done on a brand new unit?
Oh.
Even more than back in the 17 or 15s or 2006s, even more than then. See, the problem, it's like everything else. You want to lighten up everything. So manufacturers came up with lighter material. They dropped the wood. They went to aluminum. They went to Asdale. They went to all those material that crack easily, that don't sustain the kind of stress that we wanted. But you, the customer, asked for, I want to be able to haul this with my Jeep, with my half-ton pickup. So they adapted to your market, charge you more money to convince you that, well, now that we're doing all these things, it's like a race car. We're getting it lighter and lighter and lighter, and it's costing more. It's not costing more. They make more money out of every unit, but it doesn't cost them more in material. So it's the whole concept of why today, even more than any time, new units, you cannot let them go out the door because it ain't going to happen. It's not going to work. There will be something. So far, in over 100 units that we've inspected, zip, 0, 1 coming out even close to all right. Not perfect, all right.
RVs are made by humans, and they're making them quicker. There's more that are being pumped out every week. So the quality is down. They're quickly pumping these out the door. And then they're traveling with the quality being low when they leave. They're traveling to get to the dealerships. And if you don't get an inspection, guess who's going to have to deal with the situation out there at the campsite? First night you get out there, you're going to have an issue. We want to hear what you think. You know, we've had customers that have said that their dealership have tried to persuade them not to get a third-party, unbiased RV inspector, and even have had some say they won't allow an RV inspector on the property. Guys, this is a red flag. If you hear this, you better run, because RV inspectors do have your best interests at heart. The RV dealership, they want to make money on the sale. We, as inspectors, have nothing to gain by telling you the facts of what we find.
Unless you find an inspector that tends to please the dealership because he wants to have repeat business. We're impeding into their sales process and into the luring you to come here, look at my nice shoes, and oh, by the way, sign this. Oh, people are all nice in here. And F&I, which is finance, will take care of you. Don't worry, and our service department is so good. Dealerships, salespeople, they want your money. They got none of your interests at heart, none whatsoever. I mean, none. They don't care, they don't remember what's your name the minute you left the premises, the minute you leave their office. And by the way, I don't deal with salesmen ever, never. Did we see, let's say.
One. We saw one,
okay.
And he didn't last at the dealership. He left because he didn't feel valued.
So he didn't fit good in the system, as you can tell, because they don't come to see us. Why would they come and connect with us? They're so fearful of what we're going to find because they know the kind of that they're selling. So that's my 2 cents on this. And remember, sales and service are two different businesses in the same industry, in the same building, in the same dealership. Two different entities, totally disconnected from each other. They do not talk to each other. If they do, it's a pissing match. One doesn't help the other one doesn't help the other. So I'm sorry, that's what we see all the time, and they might not like it, but truth hurts. You're right.
So Blue Ox tip, don't sign on the dotted line until all your repairs have been fixed and you have verified it, or your RV inspector has verified it. So make sure to keep your money. They want your money. They'll fix your unit first because they want you to sign on the dotted line.
Remember, this is your unit that you're buying. You're purchasing this. This is yours, people. Stop falling for their way of, this is how it's going to be, and the aggressiveness that they have when they tell you, sign the papers down here, then we're going to go to finance. What about my camper? What happened with my motorhome? What happened with my deal itself? Do you realize that the unit is no longer at stake once they start talking about paperwork? It's not about the unit, it's about the paperwork. So here's our point. Do not ever sign until everything's been addressed and fixed. Because if you think and you believe at the end of their lips to say that they're going to take care of you once you leave, that ain't going to happen.
We see it time and time again. Protect your investment. You've got to take care of yourself. Hire yourself a great RV inspector because they will have your back. We're helping RVers one at a time. That is our goal.
And now you got to find a way to find that right inspector, follow what we've talked about before, if that can help you out, to search and figure out who's the best person for your unit and your situation and your likes, because some people don't like us, and I'm okay with that. It's chemistry. You need to have a connection.
They might not like you, but they like me.
Well, that's the only thing. You can like her. Me, I'm the grumpy one all the time anyway. That's what everybody says. So, yeah,
Grumpy
because
Bampy.
I'm driven. That's my job. I'm there to do this. So you got to understand, sometimes it's hard for me.
No, you're professional and you're serious. You have got your customer's best interest at heart.
So here's the deal. Yes, Pierre and Laurel are extremely good at what they do, and they are saving RV buyers from making some very expensive purchase mistakes. However, one thing Blue Ox does do, when they do an inspection their way, you will know everything that you're buying. It's no wonder that RV dealers and, even some private individuals cringe when Blue Ox RV Inspections shows up to inspect their RV. Their YouTube channel is called Blue Ox on the Run, and we have a link to them from our website. I hope you'll check it out. And before we hit the break, we just made room for some new voicemails, and we'd love to hear from you. If you have an RV dealer or manufacturer experience you'd like to share, give me a call 24/7 at 1-330-WINGMAN. 1-330-WINGMAN.
We are Izzy, MJ, Jason, and our dogs Sierra and Bowser, and we are Endless RVing. We release 3 to 5 videos per week on YouTube and are highly active on Instagram and Facebook as well. Our videos include our travels, DIY videos, RV tours, product reviews, and so much more. We invite you to come along on our journey with us.
You know, MJ and Izzy are some of my favorite folks to follow in the RVing space. This husband-wife team, as MJ said, pretty much does it all, and no one works any harder at producing good content than they do. So yes, Endless RVing is one of my go-to favorites on YouTube, and I invite you to check them out. In the YouTube search bar, type in Endless RVing, or of course, you can link to them from our website at thervshowusa.com. Again, look for the link to MJ and Izzy and Endless RVing. Well, I hope you're enjoying today's show and spending time with us around our virtual campfire. I want to invite you to add your name to my email list, and I'll tell you why. The purpose of this show is to help you make the best decisions possible when you're buying or selling an RV and all the time you own an RV. As the RV Wingman, I want to stay connected with you, and not just once a week on the radio. My once weekly emails will take you less than a minute to read, and I'll give you some thoughts on stories and topics you may not hear us visit about here on the show. We don't sell your info to anyone, and you can unsubscribe at any time. So if you'd like to stay connected, go to thervshowusa.com. It'll take you just a few seconds to do, and while you're there, make sure you download my free RV report, the most updated version of my free RV report, created to save you thousands of dollars when buying or selling an RV. It's all right there at thervshowusa.com.
Hey everybody, it's John and Mercedes from the RV Odd Couple on YouTube.
Is it just me, or is the world getting crazier and crazier?
It's not you.
You can't make this stuff up. Just when you think it can't get any more crazy, it does.
We need community now more than ever, you guys.
And we found freedom, independence, and adventure RVing full-time all over the USA.
Along the way, we made a ton of friends and created a massive library of RV tutorials and how-to videos on everything you'd ever need to know to help you in your RV journey.
Yeah, and what not to do, right?
Exactly.
We're also the fearless leaders of the RV Odd Squad.
Go Squad.
An amazing community that loves God, family, and country.
We're now 1,000 members strong who help others and pay it forward every single day.
And we're crazy enough to believe that we can change the world.
We really are.
So come join us, become an RV Odd Squad member today. And as a member, you'll save money, you'll always have a safe place to stay, and you'll never be alone. You'll find all the info and links you need at thervshowusa.com.
Is your RV gathering dust in your driveway? Sell your RV fast at PPL Motorhomes, now serving Texas, Florida, and Oklahoma. As America's largest RV consignment dealer, we buy and consign thousands of RVs every year. And with used RVs in high demand, we'll make it easy to sell your RV on consignment at a competitive price. Call any one of our 5 RV Supercenter locations and let our RV appraisal experts go to work for you to get the most for your RV and get it sold in no time. In fact, we probably already have a buyer for your RV right now. Our customers are always in the market for quality pre-owned RVs, from the smallest travel trailers all the way to the biggest diesel pushers. Remember, we'll take the hassle out of selling your RV at PPL Motorhomes. Find out how much your motorhome, travel trailer, fifth wheel, or toy hauler is worth right now. Or stop in today at any one of our 5 locations in Texas, Florida, or Oklahoma, and online anytime at pplmotorhomes.com.
Hey, it's the RV Wingman, and before we roll into our next segment, I want to invite you to join me around my virtual campfire on YouTube. That's right. The RV Show USA has a YouTube channel where you'll find the video version of today's radio show. I'm excited to bring you this next story. It's about heartbreak and loss. Now hang on, this is one of those segments where we go off on a little bit of a tangent, and we cover some topics that I believe are more important than RVing and camping. All of us, every single one of us, has had to deal with loss, with heartbreak. It's a fact of life, and according to the Dry Creek Wrangler, we sometimes set ourselves up for that heartbreak. If you're not familiar with Dwayne Knoll, the Dry Creek Wrangler, I think you should check out his channel. This guy is a cowboy. I mean, a modern day, live on a ranch, riding horses, doing chores every day kind of cowboy. Dwayne sat down recently with his signature cigar and did what he does so well. He pontificates. And the things he pontificates about, well, I'll let you decide as he shares his perspective on dealing with heartbreak and loss.
Guys get on here and they say, you know, I have been, and ladies too, I have been looking for love for years, and it's just been one crash after another, and I keep looking and I keep searching and I keep trying to find that right one, and I can't find that right one. And then others get on here and say, I thought I had the right one. We were together for 3 years, and then suddenly they upped and left or whatever, and I'm heartbroken and I can't seem to get over it. My view, my take on this is, first off, on the one side of things, stop searching, stop looking, okay? You don't find love, okay? You don't find love. It's not something you go out and search for. You're not hunting deer, you're not hunting an elk, you're not hunting a spouse. You're working on yourself and becoming the spouse maybe that somebody else would be hunting for. And then when it's right, the right people meet. Now that sounds so trite, but I'm telling you, if you search for something hard enough, you will convince yourself that you have found what you're searching for. If you look for a flaw in a person, this is an illustration. If you look for a flaw in a person, if you look hard enough, you'll find it. All right? If you've been hurt in church, if you've been hurt in religion, if you've been hurt by pastors or whatever before, and you meet a new pastor, doesn't matter how good he is, if you search hard enough, you will find something in that person that you can be offended at. Well, it's the same thing. If you search hard enough for that love of your life, you'll find it, but it won't be it. Okay? I don't know if I can make that make sense. You want to find that mate. You want to find it so hard that you will create in your mind, you will form them in your mind to what you want them to be because you're searching so hard. But if you stop searching, number one, you'll stop the frustration. All right? You'll stop the frustration and you'll find peace. And I've mentioned this in video before, until you find peace in who you are, you can't not get that peace from somebody else. All right? If you're going to find a soulmate, you guys are going to be brought together. It's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen that way, it's not something you want. That's why it keeps failing. It keeps breaking. Because you want it so bad that you will search so hard that when you meet someone, you will desperately check off all the boxes that meet what you're looking for, and you will desperately ignore all the boxes that are what you don't need because you're searching too hard. All right? So that's my recommendation to those who are looking for a mate, who are looking for that person. Stop looking. It's a sorry example, but how many of you have torn your house apart looking for the remote control? and didn't find it. When you stop looking and go to Walmart and buy you another universal remote control, you'll find the old one when you stop looking, okay? It's a poor example, poor illustration, but chew on it, think about it, meditate on it, look back over your life, and I think maybe you'll see a little nugget there that might help you. On the other side of things, I was pallbearer at my grandfather's funeral when I was on my 14th birthday. But my mother was the baby of 12 kids. And so by the time I came along, there were so many grandkids running around. I was just another number yelling through the house. My grandfather had a stroke. He couldn't speak. I never heard my grandfather say a word, never heard him speak. And, I know, I knew I was loved and everything, but I was just another number. And when my grandparents on my mom's side passed, I wasn't close to them. So there wasn't that devastating loss, that heartbreak, if that makes sense. But I have had loss, and I have had heartbreak, and it's so trite, but this too shall pass. Okay? It will pass. Time does heal all wounds. Now, it doesn't seem like it for you right now. But in the meantime, what would I advise? What do I suggest? I suggest you move on. Some of you have lost a girlfriend that you thought was the one, and they're gone, and you still have her picture on your phone. I bet money. You still have her number in your phone. You still have things around the house. Just yesterday's gone. Just purge it and move on. And it's like a wound. It's like a cut. All right? It'll start scabbing over, but we'll just keep ripping that scab off. We'll keep picking that scab off. We'll just keep on. And so it doesn't heal. All right? It's not easy, I know, and it hurts, I know, and it seems like you'll never get over it, that loss, the loss of your mom, the loss of your grandfather, the loss of a best friend that got killed in a car wreck. Cherish their memory and honor their memory, but keep going on with life and just keep moving forward. And in time, it'll ease. It does. I know it seems such shallow, trite, easy advice, but it's just the way of humanity. It's the way of mankind. It's been like this since man began. Death is as much a part of life as life itself. You cannot have one without the other.
So did what you hear make sense? Well, it sure did to me. And while I have a different perspective, I absolutely agree that all too often we set ourselves up for heartbreak. Having the right perspective and possibly not trying to find something so hard may be a path worth considering. You know, life has always been a journey. In the past, I think more of a linear journey where people stuck with one thing pretty much throughout their lifetime. And most of the time, that path was prepared by people that we learned from in our youth. Today, life is still a journey, but with technology and changing social norms, that path can lead in all different directions. I do love the saying, though, and this too shall pass. After good comes bad, after bad comes good, and you mix it up just right, and you have the makings of a rich and meaningful life. Check out Dwayne on YouTube at Dry Creek Wrangler, or visit our website and jump over from there, thervshowusa.com. All right, they're giving me the signal to wrap it up, but before we do, to get the latest version of my free RV report showing you how to save thousands of dollars when buying a new RV and learn how to not get ripped off, you can download it right now on our website. Yes, you can at thervshowusa.com. And remember, if you're looking for a great RV dealer to do business with, I hope you'll check out those of the RV Dealers I Trust network, providing the absolute best buying and ownership experience ever. Go to rvdealersitrust.com. And finally, a special thanks to you for joining me around our virtual campfire. Till next time, I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.
The RV Show USA. Start living